Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Hardstuck Aeternum, episode 5. Your co-host, BarDownBeef. As of guys, last week we talked about, 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago it was supposed to be so apologize, you guys. It was my fault we didn't record yesterday. Being October 28th. I had something come up for work, so I couldn't record it. But today being October 29th, Halloween being on the 31st, I challenged Big Anthony, Pritch here, Pritch 5, to comment what everyone's favorite costume. So let's see the reveal. Let's see the reveal, Anthony. Let's see it, Pritch. Let's see it. Oh my god. Apes together. What is that? What is that? Oh my god. That's amazing. That is amazing. Oh no. Hello? Hello, hello, hello. I didn't hear you. Hold on. Here, I'll say something. Here, let me check. Check 1, 2.
Can stream hear me now? Oh my gosh, finally the mic is working. Oh, there it is. All right, sorry for the technical difficulties, everybody. Hi, I'm a marauder. For Halloween, I have dressed as one of BarDownBeef's brethren. It's nice to see you all. Let's hunt some turkeys.
Excuse me. As you can see, he chose the right faction. It's good to know that you joined our side, Anthony. Sorry.
I passed your qualification test. I successfully did not get the circle cylinder block in the cylinder hole. I kept jamming it into a triangle, and they said you should be a marauder.
Well, you look great. Let's just say that you look great. So last stream we talked about how's it going. So what's new? What's new with you? What's new in the world of Pritch here?
Oh,
Tell
man,
me about what's going on.
I got a haircut. I shaved. I became a marauder. I lost all my money. No, nothing too much has changed in the last 2 weeks for me. I've just been grinding away on New World, checking out every single new patch note where they fix one thing and break 4 other things. So it's kind of like an exponential system with them. It's been very interesting to see for sure. How about you, man? Anything new or fun going on with you?
Well, it was my birthday on Monday, so I'm an old man. I'm 31, so that's good. Other than my birthday and I played D&D for the first time.
Oh.
I it's not what I expected, but I would do it again. Honestly, I would do it again. It was that much fun. Definitely the dungeon master does help, does tell the story good. You got to have a good DM. That's what I realized. But other than that, man, just working and playing New World. And speaking of playing New World, they recently did some patch notes, which I liked, but you just said, they have hatchets broken, resilience is broken. We got outpost rush. What is? Tell me what your feel is. Hey, by the way, if you guys didn't see Pritch's video on the patch notes, you should go like and comment and subscribe. But go ahead, start to you. What do you think about the patch notes?
I mean, I think that that Amazon has created a reputation for themselves at this point where their release notes are like, hey, we're gonna recognize that something is broken and we're trying our best to fix it. But like, I think at this point, I feel like the general community's expectation is, what are you breaking this time? Like, it's not like, oh, hey, what did you fix? It's like, what are you breaking this time? And so my thoughts on the patch notes was they basically said, hey, we're going to try and fix war lag a little bit. Here's like 20 new bugs, go enjoy them, kind of thing. Like, you have like machine gun turret, life staff, fire staff. You have crouching for infinite heals. You have invulnerability everywhere. You have nobody getting money off the trading post once they've logged out of the game, which tends to be a lot of when you get trading post money. They outpost rush. I have people taking like greatly reduced damage compared to what they should be. Everyone, like, the resilience thing has been in the game since launch, and people are just now starting to figure that out, kind of thing. That like, oh, a 520 faction gear with resilience on it literally mitigates more damage than a 600 gear score whatever legendary. Like, and you can stack it with itself. So I mean, there's a lot of stuff in the game that's, oh, and the bloodlust thing, where you get like permanent bloodlust, and I don't know. I'm sure there's like 50 other things I'm forgetting, but like they have a very huge history now of, hey, we're trying to fix something. Here's 20 other things that are broken now. So, like the game is still fun. Like, I still like the game. I'm still having fun going out there and playing it. Like, I might need to take a break from Outpost Rush with all the stupid PvP hacks everyone can do right now. But like, other than that, it's pretty stinking awesome. How about you?
Okay, so I'm in my own little world, okay? I'm not like, I'll say this is that I'm in a server, a lot of divide within the faction of the green guys. And I've been staying in my own little bubble, just, PvEing, having a lot of fun. But, the bugs, like resilience is like the moment I've discovered it, it was just like, oh my God. And then, by the way, they're gonna fix it if like truly they need to fix it, because PvP is just unbalanced. People stacking, the way they fix the wars with Ice Gauntlet, Gravity Well, Ice Storm on Ice Gauntlet, Gravity Well, and then it's just the bugs are there. But I have to say, they are putting out one patch each week. They are tackling it. Like, the bugs that they fixed, they're fixed. Like, they're done. Like, they fix them. We don't have to worry about them. It's just them they just got to carry out more and more and more.
It's just that they don't test their patches at all to see what effects they're doing.
They do need a PTR. That yes. They really do need a PTR. They need more people on the staff. By the way, if you see this Play New World, I can guarantee us too would love to test it, right?
I feel like I have a whole 101 series doing what like a QA tester for them could have done in like a week.
This is true. Do you think, okay, so let me throw the question to you. Do you think here's something we need to talk about.
Yeah,
I've noticed that the player base is going down.
Oh yeah.
It's like just boom, just crashing. And honestly, they need to fix the bugs as quick as they can. Do you think by this time in a month, let's say November 29th, that we will have more people coming back because they fixed the bugs, or bugs aren't going to be fixed? Not to throw doom and gloom into it, but that's just something that I kind of want your opinion on.
I mean, I'm going to... basically, no, I don't have faith that they're going to turn it around in a month. There are clearly very poor codings for this game, and it's going to take a long time to recode to make a solid foundation for the game. And it feels like Amazon is saying, screw that, let's figure out the quick fixes we can do now. And that is what's leading to a million more bugs. And it's like, but it's one of those things where it's like, man, later down the road, like a couple months from now, if they do, bounce back, if they fix all their bugs, if things are a little more balanced, if there's no invulnerability, blah blah blah, and there's no like stacking 30% resistances everywhere and whatever, like the game is inherently fun and awesome. Like everyone agrees that this game is freaking awesome. Everyone's complaints are there's a million game-breaking bugs that prevent you from enjoying the awesome aspects of the game, right? Like Outpost Rush is amazing. Wars are amazing. The environment is amazing. Gathering, collecting, like the game is awesome to be in. And so that's why everyone's kind of like looking at this and they're just like, man, if you guys would stop dropping the ball on all these stupid bugs and just code the game properly, like everyone would be in love with this game. Like, and so we're all just kind of like baffled sitting here like, you guys have made an awesome game. The content behind, like the theory behind it, the story, you've created an MMO community. Like, it's so freaking close to being such a good game. Just code it properly. Just freaking fix it. That's my thought.
I agree with you. I play a lot of PvE. I'm not so much of the PvP player. I like grinding. I really, really, really love grinding. If it's Watermark, which is our next topic.
Okay.
And where we're at with that, because I know that you're 60. I know that I'm 60. Because I'm the one playing the game.
Because we're neckbeards, yeah.
Yes, sweat.
Even though we're both shaven right now.
Well, that hurts my feelings. I know. This is it, buddy. But long story short, yes, you're completely right. The game is fun. The game is totally fun. It is tough with all the bugs, but I think they're going to get through it. I think by the time the next like content patch comes out, if we get Brimstone Sands, if they drop the Void Gauntlet, if they do this and they do that, maybe they drop it by Christmas so we get something to play over the holidays, which I truly wish that happens, but we're just going to have to wait and see. But I'm still going to be playing it. I still like it. I'm one of those guys that likes to do the game breaking bugs. I like to test it out and see how good I can roll through things. But resilience right now, I was going to ask you, but for me, resilience is the top bug. The biggest bug they have right now is resilience. And if you guys don't know what resilience is, it's just it's critical hit damage. I can't think of the word right now. Help me out here, and then we'll get to your bug.
So, and also I'm going to hit on what Han just said in the comments as well. But I actually slightly disagree with that. I think. So for those that don't know, the resilience bug, there's a perk in the game that can be on your armor that is called resilience. You get a % crit damage mitigation. So when somebody critical hits you, you, instead of taking 100% of the damage that would happen, you're only going to take 96% of the damage that would happen, kind of thing. So what it says in its tooltip, shocker, tooltips aren't right, which is another thing. Most of their tooltips are lies. So if it says you receive a 4.5% crit damage mitigation kind of thing, that's actually a lie. You're receiving a 4.5% damage mitigation on any and all damage. And that stacks per armor piece, per resilience perk. Which means that if you buy the max level faction armor, which I believe, at least for Syndicate, all has resilience on it. I think every faction has resilience on it.
Marauders have too, yeah.
That's 4.5 head, chest. I think that's 5, right? 5 times 4.5 is like a 22.5% flat damage reduction on literally everything in the game. Like literally which is stupid. It's just like, that is a fat damage reduction.
Anyone that's going to Outpost Rush has it. Like you just know it.
Yeah.
You know the moment you walk in, they have it. So it's if you're not on a team with people having it, then you're gonna lose. It is what it is. It doesn't matter how well you play Outpost Rush. I played a couple of games last night. I lost every single one. We had people with resilience, but like I felt like the other team, like we go in and like there's obviously a meta developing where it's all, for me it's Ice Gauntlet, Fire Staff, and then you get Warhammer with the Warhammer, the infinite stun, and then you get the Great Axe with it's just too good right now. Those are two, my opinion, like best weapon combos. Yeah, the bow, we can talk about bow rapier, musket rapier. But hey, to me, that's it. By the way, if you guys don't know, there is your, exclamation mark prime. So, sorry, that's not, you guys know if you have Twitch Prime, you can actually go and get a free skin. So maybe Anthony will have exclamation mark prime on his Twitch chat.
I was gonna say I need to do that, I guess.
Yeah. Hold on. No. I said it last time. Hold on. Give me a sec here. Give me a sec. I'll pull it up for you guys.
And when you're done with this, I'll cover Han's comment about the Josh Strife Hayes videos.
No, that's, you know what I was gonna say. That's, to me, that's it. You cover the comment, my friend.
So, have I watched the Josh Strife Hayes recent videos on the client side bugs and all that? Yes, I have. Essentially, for those that don't know, the way that the video games are made, and I am by no means an expert on this, so if I misspeak, just bear with me, all right? I'm just a normal human being that isn't smart at tech. There's client side and there's like server side, which is like Amazon side, basically, right? There's a lot of things that can happen server side. There's a lot of things that can happen client side. And the TLDR is never trust client side, because either people are too dumb and will figure out ways to break your game with stupidity, or they're too smart and they're going to figure out ways to break your game with intelligence. And neither of them is good for you. So, like, in video game creation, people shy away from bringing or putting a lot of important stuff client side, essentially. And Amazon Games has put a lot of stuff client side, which means that inherently, from the foundational standpoint of the game, that makes it very vulnerable to bugs, exploits, insert bad thing here kind of thing. So people, and that's what I mean when I say, like, people are very concerned just because foundationally it seems like the game is not necessarily built on solid ground. It feels pretty rocky, and it feels like something that could be exploited pretty easily by either stupid people or smart people. And the fact that I haven't personally broken the game just means that I'm somewhere in the middle and I'm not an idiot, and I like that. That's where I like to be. I like to be mediocre.
I agree. It's just, it's just, we can keep on talking about bugs, but I really hope that it gets fixed. And I haven't seen any of those videos personally, but we'll discuss it. We'll discuss it. But moving away from what's wrong with the game, let's talk about what's going on in the game. So
Sure.
if you guys haven't yet got to level 60, if you're still doing the 1 to 60 grind, enjoy it, because the watermark grind is fun. You know what? Honestly, I like that it actually takes time, because we're a month and a day into the game, and it actually is fun, right? Like we all rush to hit the 60. People that hit 60 within the first week of the game, they have their watermark. They have their watermark gear, by now, and it's just.
Can you, for the viewers, explain what you mean when you say watermark? Can you let them know what that is?
Watermark. So let's explain what watermark is. So when you hit level 60, there's this thing called the watermark, and a watermark is based on your gear score. So what you need to do is just start grinding end game content. And what I mean by end game, I should say end game PvE content. And what you mean by that is grinding places like Reekwater, grinding places like Shattered Mountain, and getting drops. Now the drops can be. Sorry.
You're good.
Got a phone call. Watermark can be like, okay, so my watermark right now for like a sword is 515. It's not that great, but I'm not keeping track. I just know if I get a drop, it's gonna be 515 of a sword. So what you have to do is just grind mobs over and over again on each weapon piece, like heavy, medium, and light, and grind whatever. Let's say you're grinding for a sword. That means your sword is going to drop, and you can just get rid of it right away. So you kind of figure out what your gear score is. The higher the gear score, that means you have more. If it's strength, dexterity, intelligence, focus, and constitution on that gear, and you can make your gear. You can actually get better drops for your gear. Did I explain that well? I kind of bounced around, but I feel like it's hard to explain to someone that like absolutely has zero clue what a watermark is.
You're good. You're good.
Yeah.
I think watermark is gear score, but that's when we say watermark, equate that with gear score. All right.
Yes.
The higher the gear score, the better your attributes and perks tend to be. So everyone wants higher gear score, which means everyone wants higher watermark. And the game basically is currently set up so that when you get an item that is a higher gear score or watermark than what you've had previously, that shifts your range of drops that you're able to get slightly towards that newer watermark, essentially, so that you can get even better numbers next time that you get a lucky drop or something like that. And it keeps going up and up until 600, and 600 is the max, and everybody tends to hit level 60 around a 500 gear score. And so the whole end game grind of watermark grinding is going from 500 to 600. And I think Beef was touching on it like pretty well. There's a lot of different ways that you can go from 500 to 600. And currently, I think the best ways are you can do Outpost Rush. You can do those level 65 corrupted portals. You can do the Merc Guard major portals. And then you can do expeditions like Garden of Genesis and Lazarus, although I would recommend not doing those until you are a very high watermark, because people are starting to speculate and say that in the open world or Outpost Rush or mob farming or whatever you do, it caps you somewhere around 591. And to get from 591 to 600, you have to get that through either Garden of Genesis or Lazarus. At the moment, I'm not 100% on if Outpost Rush can and will boost that to 600. I know Dew is saying that it appears that it can, so Outpost Rush might be a third option there as well.
Yeah, I highly recommend, like I'm just going to reiterate what you just said. I highly recommend just grind, reek water, grind those areas that he just said, and just wait to do Garden of Genesis, Lazarus, all that kind of stuff. Just wait, because right now there's this like, where are you getting money from? Other than the game giving you extra 2K, I think everyone got 2K. Did you get 2K?
I did.
Okay, so other than the game giving you for free 2K, you need to save your money, and that brings us into the tip of the week.
Ooh.
Okay. Yeah, that brings us my tip is the beef tip. Yeah. So make sure not to spend your money. That is huge. The other I'll say, like, I've kind of two half tips. Do not spend your money. And I wrote my tip down. I didn't write it down. I had it in my head, but one of them was don't spend your money, and it was just, I think it was about to do watermark grinding, because I have watermark grinding right below it, because I write down notes, but I'm organized. So let's just say don't spend your money, because right now there's not really a good place to, Outpost Rush wasn't on about a week ago, and if you're new players that aren't filtering into the game aren't spending money at the trading post, because that's the one place you can get it. If you've done all your side quests, like let's say in every zone, how are you gonna get money? Think about it. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm actually getting so I do a decent amount of wars and invasions on my server, and I actually like those are actually pretty good gold. Like you make a decent amount of money doing those things.
We haven't even covered invasions yet. Like,
Oh yeah.
they're so hard. Like, what's going on? Oh my god.
My not beef tip, but Pritch tip. I'll do Outpost
yes.
Rush because Outpost Rush is the new hot thing that all the young kids are raving about. So when you're not dealing with people that are machine gunning using stabs or crouch healing infinitely or cheating with damage reduction or no damage invulnerabilities or anything like that that might ruin your Outpost Rush experience, my two tips, or consider them one tip together. There is a blue diamond and there is a red diamond. The blue diamond ad that spawns is priority number 1. Kill, and when I say kill, I mean you have to last hit the blue diamond creature. If you do, the other team doesn't get points for 3 minutes. If you get that, your team gets a huge advantage. That is what will win games. Tip number 2 for Outpost Rush. The red diamond. The one where you turn in Azoth, and you get Azoth by killing creatures. Just go around, kill creatures. You're going to lose your Azoth, though, if you die, so don't die. Once you turn in 500 Azoth, you get a little token. You can spend that token at a summoning portal thingy that's right in front of these outposts. Use them. Those summon the gigantic demons that will literally break the other team. Like, either the other team has to spend an entire minute 20 manning the demon, or the demon's just going to kill them and like just absolutely slaughter them anytime they get close to the fort. Either way, it's a win-win for you. So highly recommend focusing those two, and basically that's it. Build a freaking respawn point, build a gate if you want to, build some turrets maybe, but those two are what's going to win Outpost Rush every time.
Okay. Okay. I 100% agree with you. So I played it yesterday for the first time. First game, terribly lost, just brutal. But the second time I played, it's like, go to like your home outpost and get a spawn point. Like there should be 3 people going there just to get the spawn point, and then collect the wood to build the gate, and then you just move on and you just contest the middle one. Does that sound right to you? Is that something that you would do?
No. I would my personal, by the way, my wife is laughing because of how awesome I look in the background.
No, it was your
My
mouth.
personal, what I would recommend is you send 1, maybe 2 people to go cap your own fort. I would honestly probably only send 1. I would literally send 19 to cap center fort. And then as soon as we have center fort, I would try to make my first respawn point there if possible. If I can't make it there, or if we lose there, then yes, absolutely make it at the first fort. And then I would immediately be sending a couple people off to do the ad farming to get the Azoth to get a demon. Like literally for me, priority number 1, capture mid. Priority number 2, go get demon. And while all that stuff is happening, you can have people like making the respawn points and whatnot. But essentially, whoever gets that first demon and can put it on the opposing side mid lane is going to have a really easy time defending and holding mid lane. Or I say mid lane, middle outpost. At least that's my personal opinion. That's what I think is a top tier strategy.
That's good. No, I haven't played it. I've only played it like maybe a handful of times. So it's actually, I'm asking you for the first time, like, what would you do? So it's great. Now this is going to be one-sided. I was going to say to chat, if you can get a poll going, Anthony, and just say, have you played Outpost Rush? Have you not played Outpost Rush?
Ginja's a mod in my Discord. Jinja can make that, or at least I think he can.
Oh, it's syndicates, right? Like do you know how to do it? Like, I don't know.
I am Marauder now.
As you can tell, we're
together strong.
As you can tell, we're both Marauders here. So that's just moving on with that. But honestly, I wanted to go over like just reiterating everything that we went through. We went through patch notes. We went through our tips a week, or over the 2 weeks, I should say. The takeaway and the watermark grind was going to be huge, because we do have a big, like, what just came out or what people are kind of experiencing right now, one month in the game, is watermark grinding, or gear score grinding, you should say, and Outpost Rush, because it just came out. So honestly, I'm glad that the game is taking a long time to level up your skills, because actually you can't really just burn yourself out of it. Well, you can, but I'm personally very busy with my 2 kids and my wife, and everything that's going on. So it kind of actually I have a little bit of a break, and I get back to the game, and I want to keep on playing. So all I can say, it's just both times are great right now, other than bugs.
What's next in store for you? What's kind of like in the playing New World scheme of things? What's kind of your next goal, or what are you going after next, kind of thing?
So I'm actually, I'm kind of the tank for the guild. I'm the big boy sponge. So what the next part is I've kind of mastered tank. Let's be real, tank is not hard. You sit there.
I've mastered holding right button.
Wait, there's stamina in there as well, right? You got to manage that. Make sure the defender tree, you took all the right things. So, honestly, it's that, and then I'm gonna go to healing. And then once I make my healing and my healing build, then I'm gonna go make a very good solo build, like grind 4 pieces of gear. And honestly, I know this might be taboo, but I really enjoyed Diablo 3 and the certain builds until the game got really, they're not adding content. It's like, oh, we have another season, not to bash the game or anything. Oh, we have a new season, just grind. I don't really want to grind levels. I liked actually making gear for certain things that I wanted to do. Like if I'm doing watermark / gear score grinding, I'm gonna be decked out in pearls, and then I'm gonna go up to Shattered Mountain or Reekwater. I want to make like, a magic finding set. I'm gonna make a solo set, a heal set, a tank set. That's what I want to do. PvP is my thing, but we're gonna work our way down. So, but I'm gonna throw it to you. What's your, because you're big, you're the alpha male, PvP, Chad, Giga Chad. What is next for you?
Here's the deal, and I agree with Dew. I'm level 60.
Okay.
Why should I flag? If I am not actively trying to flip or defend a territory, why should I flag?
Oh.
I'll be honest, the last, probably a week or so, I really haven't been flagged. There's not much that I'm going around doing that I need to be flagged for. And the thing that is going to hit this even harder is, if I want to go around and resource gather, or I want to go around and watermark or whatever, the best thing I can do for that is wear all luck gear, which my luck gear is not my PvP gear. Those are not going to be the same stats that I'm going after. And yes, absolutely, Ginge, people can do it for the love of trying to kill people. Absolutely. But I'm letting you guys know that I feel like the general population, that's not enough. And I'll say for me personally, that doesn't tend to be enough. If I'm not actively playing with a group of friends, or if I'm not actively trying to defend or take a territory, I don't feel the desire to put my flag up, frankly. If they added luck, I think that changes everything. But they don't, so...
So do you think this is just, I'm going on a limb here, I'm theory crafting as we did many months before the game even launched. What do you think if they made it actually that's a stupid, never mind. I was going to say once if they made the cap 100, because the leveling part of the game is the best part. And the best part about leveling is that doing PvP missions, rolling in a Zerg, was so much fun killing people. The first 2 weeks was awesome because you have your flag on, you're going to hit somebody. No matter what.
Yeah.
I think, maybe that's honestly a stupid question, a stupid thing to say, but we're gonna get to level 100 someday. It's just not right now.
That's a good question, Ginge. I honestly don't think we ever tested if being flagged affects your weapon mastery XP gain, Because I guess that would be a reason to flag. Absolutely is, not all of my weapons are level 20. I would like to get them all to level 20, especially because then I could do more testing for stuff. If you got increased weapon XP as well as regular XP, then that would be an absolutely good reason to flag, 1000%. But that would also mean that you're probably, depending on the people, I would assume most people at 60 have their main weapons already like at 20, which means you're going to be leveling your other weapons that you're not as comfortable with. So you might see a little less like good PvP in that sense, if that makes like, because people aren't using their main weapons kind of thing. My ranting was so bad that Beef quite literally walked away. So now it's just you guys and me, and now you got to deal with my ranting. I guess I'll touch a little bit just while he's gone doing his thing. I think he got a phone call. There are a lot of bugs in the game, obviously. We just talked about a bunch. There's still a bunch that are still in the game. The fact of the matter is, it's still a super fun game. Like, I'm loving New World. I'm enjoying it. I'm having a good time. Beef is back. As soon as I started talking about this, he instantly came back. And so when you hear us talking about the bugs and talking about our frustration with it or whatever, it's not from a place of these idiots, I hate them kind of thing. It's literally from a place of, we like this game. We like at the base level what the game is and what they're doing and how the gameplay is. We just wish that they would code it better. We just wish that it was cleaner, that we didn't have to deal with these stupid annoyances, that people could get their gold in an economy-based, player-driven like, that's a big bug. Like, that sucks for people.
Okay, so I'll touch on this. When you make a build, let's just say, when you make a build in any game, or play anything in any game, like personally me, it's like I want to find out what does the most damage. Let's find the best combination to break the game, break the damage. And you know what? There's people that go into a game and want to break the code. There's people that want to test it to its limits so they can be like, oh, I found a bug, ha ha ha, right? And I'll agree. I've been on this game for a year. I absolutely love the game, the aesthetic, the story, the way that you pick one character and then you level up the skills. That is just like that is just, to me, that's awesome. That's like, we've seen games have that and then go pay to win. And right now, like, it's fun. And we're nitpicking right now. We are nitpicking. Remember that. That should be a slogan. Nitpicking. But I honestly, I'm with you, man. I totally agree. It's just, it is what it is. They're gonna fix it. They've been really involved with everyone that's playing the game, or I should say, the community. They've reached out to people. There's devs on Twitter that talk to people constantly. There's creators innovating. So to me, it's vanilla. You don't think World of Warcraft had bugs when it first started. You don't think Guild Wars 2 had bugs. You don't think ESO has bugs. There's all this kind of stuff. So we want the game just to be forever alive and keep on going. So
you asked me when I think it's going to turn around. What I am looking forward to, and I do think this will probably happen within 3 to 4 months, is they will release three release notes, 3 patch notes, whatever you want to call them, in a row that have fixes that don't further break the game. When they do 3 in a row that don't introduce new bugs, that's when I'm gonna say, guys, Amazon is turning it around. That's what I will personally be looking for.
All right. I totally agree with you. So, but by the way, guys, next, do you have anything more to say? Are we?
I love you. You look sexy. I like the headband. Cape's looking good too.
Ditto. You look great. By the way, green looks good on you. I should say that. Hold on, give me a sec here. Oh wow. Okay. So next podcast would be November 11th. Sorry, I have a calendar up there. Would be November 11th. And I'm going to say by that time, do you think Amazon New World, whatever you want to call it, will have a roadmap for us?
No.
No.
I think they're still going to be putting out fires.
You think so?
Yeah.
Do you think there's going to roadmap in November?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think it.
I think they'll try and get one out by the end of December, maybe. And I'll be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't. And with all that, like, I know you were talking about like new content, Void Gauntlet, Brimstone, all that stuff, right? I would strongly urge and caution, do not add new stuff to this game before fixing the old stuff. Like, make the game have a more solid foundation before you add to it. That would be my personal recommendation of what I would like to see.
No, we want Brimstone Sands, we want Void Gauntlet, we want Angry Earth Staff, we want all the things, we want it all broken, we want it now. I'm just kidding. So I didn't think of that. I honestly, I think the reason why I asked, I think they're going to be having like, hey, it's been a month, celebrate a month into the game. Here's our launch. We're gonna bring out the Void Gauntlet at X during this time. I don't know what else they would bring. It's just Void Gauntlet is the thing that I'm looking forward to, and Brimstone Sands. Or you know what? Hey, we're gonna bring Void Gauntlet here. We're gonna bring another patch here that we're working on, and then we're gonna be bringing out the first expansion. Which honestly, I don't even know when that's going to be. I know it's a month in the game, and I already said, the first expansion probably look like a moron.
I can guarantee you that was their plan. That was what they went into this like. They probably had their own roadmap of like, all right, a month and a half in, we're going to do this, and then a month and a half in, we're going to do that, and then 3 months in, we're going to bring out Brimstone, and yada yada, and then like the dumpster fire of all the bugs occurred, and I am hopeful that if it hasn't already happened, that it's gonna happen soon. But they have a giant meeting where they said, look, we had plans, throw it in the trash, let's deal with one thing at a time, and let's make this game good, and then we'll pick up the stuff out of the trash and we'll see what we still got going whenever that is. That's my hope and prayer, is they had that meeting and literally were just like, look, scrap any and all plans. Let's just fix this shit.
You're probably right on that end. Let's be honest. I just team A, work on the bugs. Team B, don't make the next patch have no bug. Like make sure there's no bugs. I literally
would have assigned a bug to each team. I literally would have had a meeting and I would have been like, all right, Team A, which bug do you want? Team B, which bug do you want? Let's get some ideas flowing for each bug.
Oh,
there's no more concept art. There's no more rendering people. There's no more networking people. Literally every team is bug fix.
Hey, but you know what? We're happy that they're working on it. We're happy.
Yes.
We're happy that it's getting worked on. But that's all I really have for the week. That's all I really have for this week. So next week will be on next podcast will be November 11th, and it'll be on November, like I said, November 11th, which is Remembrance Day here in Canada. I believe USA has Veterans Day. Is that the same day, November 11th?
I don't believe so, but I'm down for another celebration in America. We could use some of those. It's pretty dreary out right now.
It's actually it's a sad day in Canada. I don't know if you
all right, well, let's leave it in Canada then.
Yeah.
Wait, do we have Veterans Day that day? Is Veterans Day on the 11th? Okay, so Veterans Day is on the 11th. I'm an idiot. Just love me. My dad was literally in the military too. He was a Marine. I'm smart.
It's not the same day. Okay. Okay. So
I know we have one. I just didn't know what day it was on.
Okay. Okay. Well, November 11th is our next one. We'll just cut that. We'll cut that out. Next one is November 11th. We're gonna be doing some. We'll have the tip of the week back, and hopefully some of the bugs is gone. I really hope that they fix resilience next week, next Thursday, because they need like that. They need to fix. We talked about boars. We talked about. I forgot what we talked about last week, but I know we talked about boars. But I think this one needs to be resilience because PvP is broken, and that's part of the game.
I think trading post first. Fix the trading post and then touch resilience. That would be my personal thing.
I'm so in my own little world. I'm just having fun grinding. Like I'm the PvP guy. I'm PvE guy. I just like grinding. I don't even use the trading post. I'm like, hey, I want to do elite run. Let's do it. Like that's all it is.
In a player driven economy, if you F with the economy from the player side in a way where everyone loses money, that is a very fast way to screw your server.
This is very true. I'm going to buy all the broccoli in my server. Every trading post. By the way, Beef's second tip of the week. Buy all the broccoli. Okay?
Boom.
Buy all the broccoli. You have the monopoly. You have a bunch of storage chests.
I was going to say, wasn't cauliflower your thing? Wasn't that what we should be sending your way?
Listen, that's a dark, deep thing from my past, and it's full. Plus, New World. We're playing New World now, right? It's a different game. It's awesome. But it's broccoli here in New World.
Right.
But that's it for this week, you guys. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed our costumes. I'll sit back a little bit. I did have a hat. Hold on. I did have a hat before we went on. And
it does look good.
I'll turn you up so I can actually hear you. But I did the headband because the hat that I'm wearing, it does squish my head. It does squish my head. I was gonna rock this
Look how sexy that looks.
Hold on. Hold on. Is that good?
It looks like the guy from the Zorro movie with the thin sword. I love it. The Fourth Musketeer! Yes! Oh, yes! His application didn't get denied.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It was one of my YouTube videos that I just released earlier today. Or yesterday.
All right. Well, thank you everyone for watching. You can find me on BarDownBeef on all socials. Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram.
OnlyFans.
That's it. Not yet. You don't. No feet pics for you guys. None. No feet pics. Pritch, where can they find you? Pritch 5 on everything.
Pritch 5 on Twitch. Pritch on YouTube. At Twitch Pritch 5 on Twitter because everyone steals my names. But yeah, just search Pritch. You'll find me eventually.
Pritch 7 on Reddit, by the way, just so you guys know.
That too. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Pritch 7 on Reddit, and then take us away. Sign us off.
Thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out. If you guys weren't able to watch with your eyes to see our lovely costumes, I highly recommend checking it out on our YouTube pages where we're going to have this up. And as always, we love you guys. We appreciate you guys, and we'll catch you in the next one. See ya.